habits of our hands and hearts.
Today we gather as a family in all that that implies. Some of us may have grown up in a family that was by choice or non-choice. Some of us may have grown up with extended family members or with grandparents. But no matter what, the term family can bring comfort to us, or it can bring sometimes discomfort. Because all of us have had family members that brought a little discomfort. Every Thanksgiving or Christmas gathering, we're reminded that our family is not always on the same track that we are, just because we may have grown up together, just because we may be related genetically. But see, here at Hope, we're a family of choice. And that family of choice begins with us as individuals coming together in a place, in covenant, not in creed or belief system that is either good or not good enough. We are a family of believers in many different ways, many different faith traditions. And each of us bring our own concepts of what family means to this congregation. Even back in a time of the Jim Crow laws, the Unitarian Universalist Church at that time was two different congregations, or two different denominations, the Universalist and the Unitarians. But one of our forefathers, Robert Cummins, made a statement that Universalism, later to be Unitarian Universalism, cannot be limited either to Protestantism or Christianity, not without denying its very name. Ours is a world based on fellowship, not just a Christian sect. For so long as universalism is universalism and not partialism, the fellowship bearing its name must succeed in making it unmistakably clear that all are welcome. Theist and humanist, Unitarian and Trinitarian, colored and colorless. This was stated at a gathering of Unitarian Universalists in 1943, and at that time was a radical statement, because our congregations back then were welcoming and affirming congregations for many segments in our society that were neglected or sometimes literally rejected. And so coming into a family like ours of choice means that, first of all, we welcome all. We are a family that no matter what you come from or where you've come from or what kind of denomination or what kind of religion, you are coming into our family based on our covenant of fellowship together. Many people, and myself included, I wasn't raised Unitarian Universalist. And so for me, it was kind of from the outside, it was always looked as less of a family, but more like an insane clown posse gathering. Like there were pagans and there were deists, but there were Christians, and there were, to me, being outside of the Unitarian Universalist tradition and being raised in a pretty conservative Christian environment, it looked like the UU was just a bunch of New Agers who wanted to get together and do whatever they wanted.
That's why I joined.
And that's...
Sorry to
But we are so much more than that. We are so much more than just New Agers, than just pagans, than theists, than deists, than humanists. And we could go on and on and on. I know I was raised partly in my Cherokee tradition with my grandpa, and so for us, family is a word, it's called Sidonela. And that means anyone who is covered by your roof. That's the literal translation. And so for many of our families, that meant sometimes 3 generations living under one roof. You were still a family, or that meant bringing in an auntie who couldn't be on her own anymore, and she came and stayed. Or it could be our elderly neighbor who we grew up next to that doesn't have family anymore, and she needs someone to be with all the time. So she moved into the family. She became a part of Sidonela. It wasn't just blood relation. It wasn't just clan relation. It was something that we recognize. We don't always make the decisions in our lives that bring choices that we don't have, because sometimes tragedy hits. And that's where family steps in. Those that have said, I'm going to stick with you no matter what, thick and thin. No matter what you become or no matter what you don't become, you're a part of this family. And that's not to say that we don't have some laws or what in the church world we call polity. Has anyone heard of that word? Yes. It's a fancy word for rules. In the Presbyterian church, we were ruled by presbyteries, which meant kind of like a district, like an area. And all the power was in there. Whereas with us, we're in the Congregationalist tradition, and so the power is here within the congregation, as it should be, with the family that knows what this congregation needs. And so because of that, we each bring different aspects to our family. In the Christian tradition, in 1 Corinthians, well, if you're a Republican, our president said, I think he called it 2 Corinthians. Yes. For those of you that grew up in the church, did you identify that maybe he wasn't quite familiar with what 1st and 2nd Corinthians really is? Not to get off on a tangent, I'm sorry. But in those chapters, there was an apostle named Paul. And he became a disciple because he had a vision and said he was a disciple. And in the Christian tradition, he became one of the 12, even though he wasn't originally a part of the family. And so, because of the vision, he became part of it. So anyway, in this letter to it's okay. In this letter to the Corinthians, he's saying the church is kind of like a body. And in order for this body to function, some of us are feet, some of us are hands, and some of us are the minds or the voices or the ears, or we're all different parts of one collective body. And going even deeper than what a genetic family can go, we are built on consensus. We are built on choice, and we're built on democracy as a family. And because of that as our foundation, every part of us as a body have functions and roles and responsibilities that we can do as a part of this family. Excuse me. And within this family, each of us finds our place. Those things that we're gifted in are welcome in this family. Some people might be really good at giving. The pledge drive just ended. And we have those that can give, and we love that as a family. And then those that can't give, they give in other ways, in gifts. They give in presents. They give by addition of things like encouragement to others. And when we gather as a family, we work as one unit. That doesn't mean that the person that's up here talking always knows everything and does everything according to the way that we're supposed to do just because I'm the voice right now. All of us have a voice in this body, every single one of us. And that part of the family is your acceptance that we accept you. And it's a relationship. It's reciprocal. And so here, if you are an introvert, you're still welcome. Even if you like to hang out behind the scenes and not be involved or be up front, you're still welcome here. I know that in our own family, if my own kids, some of my kids like being left alone. Some like being active and interactive in everything that goes on. And we're just like that as a congregation. Some of us like to be able to help in physical ways. Others with mental ways or verbal ways or whatever way that is, you're welcome here in this family of hope. It's this beloved community that Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about when I read this quote earlier from Robert Cummins, that radical acceptance is something that not a lot of churches, people experience when they walk into churches today. And so we still have a lot of catching up to do, even as you use, of who we are and what we can do for the community around us. I know that some congregations are so active in their local communities, and they help with the youth in the area. Our church is so open for when others come in for the Halloween, the trunk or treat, and the different activities that we're involved in downtown with the homeless population and the women's ministry that's here, and then the Scouts ministry that goes on here. We have so many important parts for us to click into here at Hope. And if you see something, we don't have the all in all here. We don't have everything all together. I hope you don't mind me saying that. Like I said in the beginning, we're not perfect. And we're always, always open to other avenues of ways that we can be the hands and the feet and the voice for those around us in whatever ways that may be. We may get a new member that comes here and decides we need a medieval reenactment group here at the church. You never know what sorts of things that people may bring in. And that's exciting to me. And I think as a family, we can include that because they come under our roof. If we can borrow the Cherokee word for family, to include all who step into our space, because all are welcome here. And then, as Paul is finishing out 1 Corinthians and 2 Corinthians, he finishes out chapter 13 by saying, even if we're a mouthpiece, even if we're the loudest thing going on around us, like a Benny Hinn who stole my Honda service on TBN, if you don't have love, then you have nothing. And that brings all of us back together. What is our family of hope? It's all built on this covenant that we say together. But after all is said and done, it's really our love for each other that keeps us a family. Not just in concept, but in reality, in all the positive and caring ways that an accepting and open family can be. And that's what we are here at Hope, a family of love. May it be so.
Amen.
Okay, and now let's turn to number 317. We are not our own. We're going to,
Wait.
I'm sorry?
The choir's gonna sing that.
Yes,
While you do offertory.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I realized. And our generosity recipient is Tulsa Nature Conservatory and Conservancy. I should put my reading glasses on. I was just too small. So you can read the notes there, but this is another way that you get to extend yourself as a part of the body here at Hope is in the giving. And I thank you so much for fitting this song in. I picked this song. Isn't this the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I picked it and figured it wasn't so good as a hymn, but as an offering song. So, thank you. Now join in me in our offertory response in unison.
We build on foundations we did not lay. We warm ourselves at fires we did not light. We sit in the shade of trees we did not plant.
We drink from wells we did not dig. We profit from persons we did not know. We are ever bound in community. And now for our hymn number 360. Here we have gathered together. Should we stand? Sure. All right, let's do it. If And now, in unison, let's do our reading for extinguishing the chalice.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
As family members of hope, new and old, let us go forth and share with the world what we have to offer together as a family. Go in peace.